Yo, what up, what up, what up? This is your boy King series straight from Busy Home Beat. Yes, as we started earlier on with the recording, yes, today I want us to move on and also start with the mixing process. You get it? So, as we started earlier on, I've not actually done anything on it. What we just left on at the recording stage, and we are just going to continue from there. So, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to support your boy, like and also comment to this video. Trust me, your time will never be wasted. So, first of all, what I'm actually going to do is I've rewire everything here to the group here. You get it? Yes. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm starting with the lead vocals. I'm going to let's listen to the raw without the beat. People actually think about cleaning vocal, but if you listen to it and there is some noise and everything, then we do cleaning. If not, then I will leave it like that. So let's listen to it first. Yeah. Okay, so what I can hear is I can hear the sound of my system unit. My system unit is there, like the fan is actually making a little noise here, so I can hear that one in the sound. So if you listen to this part, you can actually hear it. You get it? So some people you can just do something like this, or just open up the vocal takes and just cut them off, or you can just double click in this and just come to this section and just be cleaning them straightforward. You get it? Okay, so I'm not actually going to do that. So what I'm actually going to do is put a gate on it to block those background noises. But if you want to go through the normal way, which is cutting up those empty spaces and just using that, fine. But if I hear those sound in it from my system unit, the fan. So I'll just come to this track one after the other, then put a gate on it to block those background noises. Okay, I can use this, but I'm going to use a gate from Fab Filter. So without the gate, let's listen to how it goes. It's still inside it, right? So I'll just try and move it back a little, let's say around 38, and let me listen to it again. It's somehow in it, but make sure when you are doing it, you play it alongside the vocal so that some part of the vocals wouldn't be taken away. You don't have to be doing too much. Negative energy, ginger my enemy to bring me down. Negative energy, ginger my enemy. You can't hear anything from there, so we just leave it like that. Then I'm going to set the same thing on the same tracks here. You get, I have 1, 2, 3 tracks, so I put the gate around minus 34.29. so the same thing applies to this one. Then the last one. Okay, so I think, but let me just play the ad libs and see if, because that one I didn't actually recorded it loud, so maybe some part will be washed out. So let's listen. Bring me down, down, down. Ooh, ooh. I think it's supposed to come down a little bit because it is taking some part out. Let's see, minus 36. Okay, it's quite okay now. Cool. So the next thing is auto tune. You get it? I have to tune the voice a little bit. So I'm using this auto tune. You can use any auto tune of your own voice, just to I don't want it to be robotic. You know me, I don't like to put too many auto tune on it. I mean, too much of auto tune on it. So the key is in F, let me say 15, and humanize it around 40, and let me see how it sounds and see. Give energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up on. My past is past and gone. Let me just put it around 13 and see. Forward I'm moving on. My mind is made up. Okay, I think this one is actually cool, right? Yes. So 1344. The same thing on each of them. So F, this part 13. Come on. Okay, let's leave it like that. 43. So I'm actually tuning it, and F, then let's say 40 something. So now after the auto tune, the next thing I'm actually going to do is, I'm using the lead to mix it. So let me play it with the beat and see how it goes now. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do next is I'm going to. I told you earlier when we were doing the recording that because the vocals was actually down more than the beat, I put this compressor on it just to some gain level. You get it? It was not. I didn't do anything on it. I just put it on it. So with this, I'm actually going to remove it from it and solo the vocals. And I'm going to start with EQ. That's what I actually love to do when I'm processing the vocals. I love to take away all those bad frequencies and everything. I don't like to compress first, because I think whenever you are compressing first, it's like all those bad frequencies and everything, you just make sure you tighten it up with the good ones, and after that you are going to use EQ to take them out, which is going to be, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, imagine that if you are just packing something in a box and you put all the bad and the good ones together in the box, and you just close it and you try to use your hand to pass through some part of the box and trying to take away the bad ones, just see how everything inside is going to be. Get it? So I love to take the bad ones out so that I can actually tighten it up or close the box and everything. You get it? So I'm going to EQ it with far filter Pro Q3. Yes, so I'm going to use this EQ. So I've soloed the vocals. For now, don't worry about the level. Now we want to clean things up and make it sound nice and clean. Then after that, we think about the level and using our compressors, gain and everything. You get it? Okay, so now this is how it sounds. I'm actually going to, because I'm not using headset, because my headset I can't use it to mix, because the proper one is sports. This one I can't use it to mix, so I'm using the studio monitor. So what I'm doing is I'm using the EQ to take away bad frequencies. So I'm not going to talk as I'm actually doing that. So let's just watch and see how the end result comes. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down. Forward I'm moving on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better things me I focus. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Negative energy, ginger my enemy to bring me. I think this part is okay. I don't want to be doing too much so that the vocals will be sounding too thin, and you see there will be like a whole lot of stuffs have been taken out. So that's why I always tell you, whenever you are recording, make sure you are recording it well so that you wouldn't be taking away more frequencies and it will be sounding, but you get it. So I'm not actually taking away too many frequencies out. So the one which I think is disturbing the ears is what I've actually taken out. But through the process, and if I feel something is actually popping out bad, then I will actually go ahead and do that. So let me just go on and add the next thing. So the next thing is compressor. You get it? I'm using Fab Filter plugin, so compressor. So what I'm actually going to do is, the work of the compressor, to make sure that our dynamic range is actually an even volume. You get it? So you can see this part is really down, this thing is really down more than this part. You get it? Some parts are really higher than the rest. So what the compressor is actually doing here, what I'm going to use it for is what I'm going to use the compressor for is I'm actually going to be adjusting the threshold together with the ratio, attack and release, to make sure that my waveform here is actually matching together. You get it? This is not playing lower, this is not playing louder. It's supposed to play in an even volume. That's what I'm going to use the compressor for. So let's just get into it. Negative energy, ginger my enemy to bring me down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up on. My past is past and gone. Forward I'm moving on. My mind is made. Yeah. Negative energy, ginger my enemy to bring me down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up on. My past is past and gone. Forward I'm moving on. Okay, because the compressor is too much, I think the gate that I put on is actually working more because of the compressor that I'm using. You get it? So I'll just back up the compressor a little bit, around, let's say, 20, yes, minus 20, and see how it sounds now. Negative energy, ginger my enemy to bring me down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up on. My past is past and gone. But when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is negative energy, ginger my enemy to bring me down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone. Okay, it sounds cool and great. Now the next thing is DSR. Let's DS it and see what happens next. And so let me just solo it and see the semblances in this. My enemy to bring me down, down. Positive energy. So I think the positive, you can actually hear there's no too much semblances in it. Get it? So let me just choose this preset and see how it sounds. Male split band, and let me see how it sounds. Positive energy, my mind is made up on. My past is past and moving on. My past is past. My mind is made up. See, I'm not taking away too much of it, you get it, yes. Because there's no too much sibilances in it. Right? Okay, so let me listen to it once and for all and see. Me down, 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 positive energy. My mind is made up. My past is past and gone. But when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Okay, so the next thing I'm actually going to add, I'm going to add another EQ here. Yes, and see something. Let me just use this EQ here. You have some preset here. Male. Okay, I'm not going to use that. Let me cut the low ends a little bit and see. Let me solo the vocals. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up on. My past is past and gone. But when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better thing, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy. My mind is made up. My past is past and gone. But when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better things me I focus. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone. But when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy. Okay, so after treating this frequencies and a whole lot, I used the second EQ because I felt the vocal was actually not balanced well. The frequencies and everything was not balanced well with the other stuff. You get it? So I was just treating the frequencies and everything well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put compressor again on it to tighten up all those loose ends and everything. So let me just search. I had a compressor here which I actually love. Okay. This from Cubase. So let me just activate the compressor here. Then let's see. Let me solo the vocals again. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up on. My past is past and gone. But when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better things me I focus. Yeah. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone. But when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. Okay, because I've added those high ends from the from that EQ, let me add another DSR and just DS it. Get it? So I don't like this DSR. I want this. Let me just take away and see. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better things, me I focus. Yeah, negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. Okay, so the next thing that I'm actually going to do, okay, let's listen to whole vibe with this background and see. After that, then we just try and add our reverb and also our delays and see. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone, but when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Okay, what I'll do for the background here is I have to level up with the lead one again. So I'll just give it -4, lower the volume around -4. The same applies to this one, -4. So let's hear it and see how it is balanced. Down, 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 positive energy. My mind is made up. My past is past and gone, but when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made. Okay, so the next thing is our reverb. Our reverb, so FX. Where is it? So okay, I have this reverb set there. So this is the reverb I actually use when I'm using Cubase, Tempo and stuff. So let me just put everything straight on it and do the settings and see how everything sounds. So solo the vocals and see how it sounds. You can see it is the reverb will be taking too much. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone, but when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better things, me I focus. Yeah. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone, but when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better things, me I focus. Negative energy, ginger my enemy, to bring me down, to bring me down, down, down. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone, but when I'm moving on, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. blast my life, no minus. Negative energy no go like me again, cause I know the difference. One destroy life, one build up life. Both of them strong in every man's life. One build up, destroy life. Both of them strong in every man's life. One man can choose one. You know go be have them both on and negative then destroy. Yeah, so I choose positive life builder. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Negative energy, ginger my enemy. Okay, so let me just add a delay to it as you saw me setting up the delay. So I don't want too much delay on it. So let's see. Positive energy, my mind is made up. My past is past and gone. Forward I'm moving on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. Better things, me I focus. Now I blast my life, no minus. Negative energy no go like me again, cause I know the difference. One destroy life, one build up life. Both of them strong in every man's life. One build up life, one destroy life. Both of them strong in every man's life. One man can choose one. You know go be have them both on and negative then destroy. Yeah, so I choose positive life builder. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. My mind is made up. I put negative energy behind me and move on. My mind is made up. My mind. Okay, so I think we will end here sake of time. Then the next one, we add a whole lot of finishing touches to it, make it sweet more than this and every stuff. So I would like us to end here. Then the next one, I think episode 3, we do a whole lot of 1 or 2 things, then export and master it. I hope you like whatever we are learning over here. So whatever you have, any question you have, just put it there. I'll just get back to you. Subscribe to support your boys. Your boy King Series. Straight up, I'm out.